Sometimes the political world completely shifts because of sudden election results that absolutely nobody saw coming. Right now, a massive shockwave is hitting Capitol Hill in Washington, and people all across the United States and Canada are trying to process some incredibly surprising news from the heartland of America.
President Trump's pick, that's Congressman Randy Feenstra, conceded in the Iowa's Republican primary for governor. I wonder if that means the Trump endorsement is weakening somewhat in Iowa. And update us on the race for governor.
Well, this is exactly what we were getting into yesterday, Errol, and look at how it all played out. This was a rare loss for a President Trump-endorsed candidate in a very red state, but loss nonetheless. So, Feenstra lost to Zach Lane. Let's talk a little bit about what put him ahead.
One of the strongest, most secure political strongholds in the country has suddenly started to crack, leaving major party leaders in absolute disbelief. Welcome back to Joshu Reaction. I am Frank John, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. To all my dedicated viewers who look to this channel for real education, true story, and absolute facts. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. On this channel, we respect your intelligence, which is why we only look at verified data. As a Christian community, our hearts are focused today and we stand firmly on our belief that in God we trust. Today, we are going past the basic news headlines to break down the official election numbers, the shocking retirements of powerful state leaders, and the sudden shift in voters that is shaking the political landscape.
That almost nobody saw coming. And if you are not paying attention right now, you are going to miss one of the biggest political collapses of the decade unfolding in real time. This is not some unpredictable swing state where surprises are expected on election night. This is Iowa, ruby red, rock solid, Trump by 13 points Iowa, a state where Republicans control the governor's mansion, both chambers of the legislature, and every single seat in the congressional delegation. On paper, it is one of the safest fortresses the Republican Party has anywhere in America. And yet, over the past 18 months, that fortress has been cracking apart seat by seat, election by election.
Let's talk about the exact political and electoral facts surrounding this situation. Because a lot of rumors spread when a massive political shift happens so fast. Iowa has historically been one of the safest, most rock-solid red states in America. Donald Trump won this state by a massive 13 points and the Republican Party has controlled the governor's office, both legislative chambers and every single congressional seat in the state. But now, the official election results have released some stunning data. In a high-stakes special election for Senate District 16, representing the suburbs of Des Moines, Democrat Renee Hardman won a crushing victory. She has officially made history as the first black woman ever elected to the Iowa State Senate, completely defeating her Republican opponent Locust Lofton. What makes this a concrete political fact is that this is not an isolated event. This victory marks the sixth special election in Iowa in a single year where the results have heavily favored the opposition, breaking down a supermajority that took years to build. What makes this timeline so incredibly stressful for political statistics is that the state's top leadership has completely changed just ahead of the high-stakes midterm elections. In a series of sudden announcements, two of the most powerful and recognizable figures in the state decided to step away. First, Governor Kim Reynolds, who has led Iowa for years, caught her own party completely off guard by announcing she would not seek another term. Almost immediately after, longtime Senator Joni Ernst confirmed she would also not run again, opening up two massive seats at the exact same time. This sudden leadership vacuum created a chaotic primary battle. The struggle became so intense that President Donald Trump had to personally step in to endorse Congressman Randy Feenstra to help settle the internal fight. When a political party needs the President of the United States to personally rescue contested primaries in a supposedly safe state, it shows just how unsteady the ground has truly become. Following these massive changes, the national political parties have officially treated Iowa as a critical battleground. The stakes have become so high that Vice President J.D. Vance made a direct, high-profile trip to the Senate to personally campaign and boost the local candidates. Under normal circumstances, a sitting vice president does not need to spend valuable time and resources shoring up a state that was recently won by double digits. To make matters even more intense, the opposition is entering the general election with incredible momentum. On the Senate side, State Representative Joshu secured a decisive primary victory and is preparing for a highly competitive race. National political forecasters have officially shifted multiple congressional districts in Iowa from safe categories to highly competitive toss-ups. With the balance of power in Washington hanging by a thread, these shifts on the Iowa map are no longer just local news. They are direct signal of what could happen across the entire country. Looking at the full story of Iowa, you see a state that has always been a reliable political bellwether. It voted for Barack Obama twice, then swung heavily toward Donald Trump. This deep political history proves that when the political pendulum starts to swing in the heartland, the rest of the nation usually follows closely behind. To all my viewers watching across the United States and Canada, how do you feel about these sudden election results in Iowa and their impact on national politics? Let me know your respectful, fact-based thoughts in the comments down below. Let's keep the conversation deeply educational and supportive today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video and share it with others who want the true story. Stay blessed and always I said, in God we trust. See you in the next breakdown. Take care, talk soon. God bless America and bye-bye.